famous, they act like they made us, you know I'm icy in Vegas, this for the that haters, I make a lot of new money, when it's not savers, you be liking my flavor, I think it's cause, ice on the res, on the res, watch out for that, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, ice on the res, ice on the res, ice on the res, ice on the res, ice on the res.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without it. If he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The veteran Matt Bryant set to rock and roll. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Rivers, and Marshall's got it. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
I'm coming after you. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Two. Take it back. Gun.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Two. Hey, Charlie. Check 45 to Mike. Gun.
Cousins now from the 50. And he connects with Ebron. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
He's crashing. He's checking.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
2 running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now?
Hey, we're good, we're good. Move. Run.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Rivers. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Rivers now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Rivers. And this is Cook with the grab. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Rivers on the money, complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do. That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And this is complete. It's Marshall. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. One man in the backfield, that's Ingram on 2nd and goal. Rivers now. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Jarvis Landry there to make the grab. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Gano the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is what I've got running my football team.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now Cousins. And this is Gabriel on the catch. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, C6. Check. Walk 54. I got you.
To throw is Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Hey, box truck.
To the air again, it's Cousins. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They'll run forward with Pollard. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
At the 28-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. In for the sack, Deion Jones. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Cousins now, finding Gabriel, complete. 30. The 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Taylor Gabriel, 63 yards. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. A gutsy call, 4th and short. They go for it. Look at the result.
Yeah, not only did they go for it, they threw for it because to me it was stacked up for a run situation, strength on strength, and they decided to put the ball in the air, and what a result. Big-time play.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Rivers. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
Set, round 80. Left to right. Red Delta. Pilot, 64, weak. Behind.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Throwing Rivers. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rivers. And his pass incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. Now Rivers on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Eddie Jackson with a tackle. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. After the penalty, it's Ingram. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. CD, put on your OC cap here. What do? 2nd and 1, you get stuffed. Now 3rd and 1.
You know, in the old days, I would have said we're going to line up and we're going to run the same darn play and we're going to get it right. But nowadays, as tough as defenses are,
and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Pollard. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Noah Spence in on the stop. Another carry, same story. Fourth quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
They go play action. Cousins. That's complete right side to Gabriel. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they've got a fourth down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Cousins to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. This entire defensive unit, Charles, they've really put in a good shift tonight, so to speak.
I like how you phrased that. This has been a good shift. They punched the clock the entire evening. They ought to have shirts that have their names on them in the front to let them know these are blue-collar workers who are getting it done.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Bilal Nichols in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
But no takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And Gabriel's got him. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. Fourth down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on fourth down.
Lucky 48. Yellow. Kill. Yellow. Watch the shit. Hey. I-7. Alert 3. 45.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. He's at the 40.